Welcome everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European time on the dollar. We do show every day 9 a.m. because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins and everything else. 22 people in the chat. My chat is not showing up here. I don't know why. There we go. What's up, Decentralized? How you doing? Mladen is in the chat. Good morning to Bitcoin Daily, 8:53 on the dollar. Good morning, Dutch Ring Racing. How you doing? Ivan, good morning. Eric, yo, morning. Sputnik is in the chat. Morning, people. Football Dream, when Lambo? I don't know, perhaps after Wednesday or Thursday. This is image posted by Drunken in the chat, so I thought, I was just wondering when is the, FOMC rate decision. It is on Wednesday, we are having FOMC rate decision. Tuesday, there is a CPI numbers, and Thursday, there is something called BOE rate decision. I don't know what that is, but, ECB is, European rate decision, so, everything is happening this week, guys. We already know that every time we get a FOMC meeting, we get some kind of big pump or big dump. The volatility increases big time, and as you'll see on the charts, volatility, has been, dead, kind of lately over here, in this part over here. So we are expecting some kind of moves towards upside or downside or something like that. So that's gonna be nice to see. You might be on my way to work. Nice that you could stop by. Now, when it comes to Bitcoin is breaking down the daily trend over here. You can see up here, it is down, but it is down on the support 20 moving average. So the question is, will this actually close like this, or will we just get a bounce up here all the way to the 50 moving average, maybe even above that? But right now it does look like it is breaking on the downside. If you go to the small time frames over here, it already broke on the 4-hourly. Right now it's just consolidating up here, and once these moving averages come to to the price, we are expecting more movement towards the downside. I think we are expecting more movement towards downside. Still on the bigger time frames, like two-day time frame and stuff like that, this looks like a normal move over here. We went down here, create some kind of double bottom over here at 16.2 over here, and right now we went above 10 moving average. We went sideways to the 20. Right now it looks like it wants to break down below everything, and then it becomes the big question, can it actually get back above these moving averages? Now the bullish scenario up here is this 20 is going something like this 10 is going something like this. We pull down a little bit up here, down to some kind of support of 16.2, and then bounce above everything. Now if we do pull down over here in this range below the moving averages, and we fail to get back up here again, I'm gonna assume this is gonna break the 16.2 and go even lower than that. We are not quite there yet, but just like we saw right now, Tuesday, Wednesday, big happenings happening. So I'm guessing this is this move down here into this below 17k or 16.2k in this box over here. I'm guessing we're gonna stick to the 1-2 days over here in this range over here, and then after the FOMC meeting we're gonna see whether we get a big move towards upside or downside. I haven't actually been checking out what is expected by the FOMC meeting, what kind of rate, Bank of England. Okay, Bank of England and European Central Bank are having a rate decision the day after the US is having that. So big important dates. Drunken, yeah, drunk. Thanks for image, man. I was just wondering about when that was. So what I'm expecting right now is next couple of days until the rate decision, sideways movement, some kind of preparation for whether this is gonna pump towards upside or downside. We already see that altcoins are bleeding towards downside a little bit. I mean, not a little bit, like by a lot, depends on how you look at it. This is Dogecoin over here. Sand is still broke on the downside. Ape is actually doing quite nicely up here, but it's coming to some kind of resistance up here, and so forth. But everything is mostly in red. 90% of my coins on my list are in red, if not 99% on my coins are in red. But I'm definitely expecting some kind of sideways movement up here for next couple of days until the rate decision, and then the volatility. We can also look at a volatility indicator up here. You'll see that right now this is on the 2-day time frame. The daily time frame is down at the bottom over here, just like over here we or technically over here when we are at the bottom up here, we kind of picked up a little bit pace up here, start going towards upside. Right now we are at the bottom again, but every time we get these these bottoms, I mean, they can last for a while, but some kind of movement could happen. And right now we've been going sideways for a very long time. This expansion up here has come back down to some kind of some kind of stop, and right now we're expecting again, you know, increase in volatility, and I'm guessing increase in volatility will come pretty soon, right? Overall, the volatility has been decreasing up here. You can see up here on the weekly time frame down to some kind of 11% over here on the Bollinger Bands, and the Bollinger Bands are, you know, showing us. I mean, we already know that the volatility is very, very low, especially this part over here, but this is still looks like it is being, you know, pushed down by the 20 moving average. We are still in a bearish momentum and bearish trend towards downside on the weekly time frame, although we still have some kind of hopium that this is gonna break towards the upside. But I'm guessing if we kind of fail to, you know, get some kind of bullish momentum after this FOMC meeting on Tuesday, it could be ugly. I mean, it could be ugly. So can we get down to 10k? I mean, we definitely can get down to 10k. Let's go to the 2-week time frame up here. The 2-weekly time frame is actually, you know, has really, I mean, over here we had some extreme, over here we had some extreme extensions. Up here, you know, we are actually coming into some kind of, you know, some kind of, you know, equilibrium. Down here was the bottom on the of the squeeze. Where was it? Actually, over here was the bottom of the squeeze, and we started a big move towards the downside over here, right? And right now we are expanding again towards the upside up here. So these Bollinger Bands are expanding. So if we do go towards the upside up here, this is supposed to go, you know, into some kind of, you know, consolidation up here, which could be nice, because if this starts continuing going towards the downside over here, we might see another expansion towards the upside or over here. So that might be, you know, some kind of overexpansion on the Bollinger Bands on the 2-weekly time frame. Let me see, you know, bigger picture up here. So you can see down here, we started going a little bit up here, and then, you know, we came to some kind of top before we actually went down. Let me just see down here, bottom. This was up here, and then we, you know, rallied towards the upside. So up here we rallied, you know, we went down more, pushed it down over here, then we went up, but that was from the bottom. Nah, just forget about that. But I think it's time for these Bollinger Bands to start, you know, contracting again. So maybe. It's kind of hopium kind of deal right now. Over here on the daily time frame, we are above 20 moving average, and everything looks nice. This is a 20 moving average, right? On the Bollinger Bands, yeah, 20 moving average up here. How is 16.8 20 moving average? Oh yeah, because this is because this is 1 day old. Right now we are actually on the bottom of that. So we are still sitting at this 20 moving average up here, even though we did break the trend. Over here, we're still staying above the 20 moving average, which is quite nice. I mean, we are also getting this contraction up here. Now, I haven't actually checked, you know, what's gonna happen with the FOMC meeting. We can actually check that out, but yeah, let's do that right now. Let me just see what the expectations are on the FOMC meeting. If you guys got any kind of ideas from forecast, I think it's from forecast, something like that. Let me see up here. Not this one. Not this one. This one over here. So we got a 21st, 14. This is the one. Fed interest rate decision. So previous was 4. Fed funds rate. This Fed funds rate. This is not it. This is Fed's fund rate. From interest rate forecast. So let me see up here. Morningstar trading. This is the one over here, and funds rate. Funds rate is interest rate, right? 4.5. Yeah, maybe it is. So previous was 4. Consensus is 4.5. So 50%. Anything above 50%, 0.5%, that might be we dump big time. But I'm a little bit unsure of what a 0.5% is actually, because last time we went from 0.75. So if we get 0.5, that's gonna be good. I think that's gonna be good. So interest rate projected longer 2.5%. So we're gonna see that. Also, it depends a lot about what Colin Powell says in the press conference right after that. But looks like the consensus and the forecast is for 0.5 up from the previous 4 up. So as long as it's not 0.75, that's fine. And then we come to the core interest rate, core interest rate. There is something called core interest rate. This is still funds rate. Let me see up here. Where do we have that? 23 unemployment. Core PCE. Core PCE inflation. Forecast. I think something like this. Core personal consumers, core PCE. Yeah, core PCE. This is core interest rate, I think. But this on 21st of 27th. It's not yet decision on that one. No, it's not this one. Core inflation forecast, something like that. Core inflation, there we go, core inflation rate. Consensus is 6.1, forecast 6.2, but it's gonna be less than previous. So if we get, bigger than 6.3, if the inflation is actually going towards the upside, that might actually be quite bad, right? Inflation rate right now last is 7.7, or previous is 8.2. So inflation rate is going towards downside. So we need to get, I think we need to get 6.1 or 6.2 below 6.3 inflation rate to actually, and if we get 0.5 interest rate and 6.1 and 6.2, I think it's gonna be okay. I think Bitcoin might have a nice, movement towards the upside, but anything worse than that, then it's gonna be bad. So, it kind of depends. I haven't actually read any articles about, what people are expecting and stuff like that. I haven't actually thought too much about it. But we're gonna see about that. Maybe tomorrow, when we get closer to that, we'll know a little bit more. But you'll see up here, there have been a couple of levels up here that we have been trying to hold. 17.1, we broke that, we came right back down again. There was this 16.6, that was because we are down here at 20 moving average, so we're gonna remove that. But these levels down here on the support line are still holding very nicely, and these are the major levels that we cannot break on the downside. 16.3 and 15.8. These are still the the box that we are looking at. This on the daily time frame. So like we just said right now, if we do break the trend over here, this channel over here towards downside, we are looking at 16.2 or even all the way down to 15.8. But as long as we don't break all of these, on the downside, we kind of get. So I'm expecting right now, today, tomorrow, to maybe even go all the way down to 16.2 or something like that, because we are indeed breaking. So unless this, somehow, comes, this is a daily candle. It's not yet closed. There is no upper wick on the upside. On the upside, it might just, bounce over here right now and continue towards the upside. But if we do go and start closing down here, I would still expect, tomorrow and stuff like that to, hang around this area over here before we actually get some kind of big moves towards the upside and downside. But, the FOMC meeting will actually tell us what's gonna happen. So big day, big week right now, and right now, we could get some kind of moves, towards upside and downside. Like we said before, any kind of uptrend, any kind of channel towards upside is more bearish than bullish, and you can see over here that we are right now breaking that towards the downside. So we're gonna see. Yeah. So there is not much actually to talk about. I think still think we need to wait, a day or two until the FOMC meeting. For something big to happen, because this is just consolidating still. Even this move towards downside, just consolidating, and there is no clear pattern up here. Beside this rising channel over here, there is no clear pattern on the charts. That's it, guys. So guessing we're gonna wait a day or two. Something's gonna happen. Volatility will kick in. every single YouTuber and influencer on the YouTube will start, you know, talking about that. And after that, I'm guessing we're gonna get some kind of, you know, volatility. When it comes to the weekly time frame, there is not much happening actually over here. The what are you gonna say? The CME future chart has actually been doing quite nicely, you know, for the last month, you know, 4 weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, last month up here. After this big dump towards downside, we've slowly been kicking it up a little bit up here. Right now we are pulling back a little bit. We still got, you know, a week to go, but we haven't still hit the 10 and 20 moving average. You can see up here we are above 10 moving average, 10 moving average, 20 moving average, but right now we are not even close to the 20 moving average. So can we definitely go up there more? I think we can. What happens if COVID comes again? I think people are pretty much over that right now. So you know, if it comes, it comes. You know, it's not gonna be a big dump like, you know, previous dump. If it comes, it can definitely crash the market, but it's not gonna be like previous time. I can tell you that, because previous time, you know, nobody knew anything about it. Nobody had any kind of, you know, ideas about what's gonna happen. But you know, it's been a long time right now, 2 years in, and people, you know what to expect if it comes. You know, people know what to expect, you know, if something like that should happen. So, you know, I don't people are gonna overreact like they overreacted last time. So, you know, there's that. Already, and you know, we are already in some kind of financial crisis. You know, stuff is going towards downside. You know, housing market is crashing. This and that is happening. So there will be, if it comes, it's just gonna be continuous bleed towards downside, but it won't be, you know, the crash like it was last time. At least from what I can get over. So I think it's gonna be okay. So I don't think we can expect the previous, you know, Corona dump. Let me check the Corona dump up here again, because last time we were looking at Corona dump over here. Now let's do the moving averages up here. Let's do this one. So Corona dump was down here, and we are comparing Corona dump with this move that's happening right now over here. Let's just clean up everything up here. We were comparing these two moves, but I think we are comparing it on a different time frame. Do you see any kind of similarities up here? I don't know, man. Nah, let's go to the daily time frame. So we had a big pulse move towards downside, you know, and you know, this move up here. But this is a little bit different. This maybe this on the 4 hourly. Let's see up here. Let's see up here. Is this on the 4 hourly time frame? I mean, it could be on the 4 hourly time frame, but it's not actually playing out exactly as before, because this big move, then you got these, you know, these moves, then you got a big move up here, then we had a big move up here, sideways down, sideways maybe down, and then maybe continuation towards the upside. So if it is playing like, you know, last time, we can maybe expect, you know, some kind of move towards downside up here, and then, you know, bigger move up. If it's playing out like the last time. Somebody mentioned that, you know, the you know, Corona dump looks like the same kind of pattern that's happening right now. So the question is whether we are on this pattern, we are just over here, or are we up here? I'm a little bit unsure about it. You know, this part, or this part, and this part. Anyways, guys, that was a quick Bitcoin daily update on what's happening. I'm guessing right now, you know, it is time to move down, especially because the 4 hourly did break on the downside. The 4 hourly did break on the downside. So even though the daily is not closed yet, the 4 hourly is closed, and 4 hourly is breaking on the downside. So you can see the line up here. And the 4 hourly did break on the downside. So I'm expecting some kind of try to get back inside the channel up here on the 4 hourly maybe, and then, you know, break the this on the downside, or just, you know, continuing split. It depends on how, you know, it is bearish, but it is mostly bearish right now in the short term. So I'm guessing right now in the short term we're gonna play in this area over here until the FOMC meeting, and then the volatility will kick in. people will finally, you know, figure out whether we're gonna go up or down, and there is that. We can also look at DXY, and DXY is, you know, creating this bottom down here, but it's not actually bouncing just yet. And if the FOMC meeting comes, if it's very bad stuff, you know, this thing over here can definitely, you know, start, you know, pumping towards the upside up here. That means everything else is gonna, you know, dump on the downside, right? The SP 500 right now, you know, retested the wedge right now, and it should continue on the downside. The same thing goes for the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones is right now, you know, it already, you know, broke the wedge down up here, you know, retest that, went down, and right now it's still in some kind of downtrend. Then the Nasdaq up here as well, I think it, you know, there is some kind of line up here, because you can see up here this line is not touching it. You just clean up everything up here. Should be something like this up here. It already broke down over here, and it retests that right now, so, you know, we might continue down and then, you know, dump. So it does look like, you know, S&P 500, Dow Jones, Nasdaq, it looks like, you know, they might make a move towards downside, at least, you know, in preparation for that. The dollar index looks like it's some kind of bottom, preparing to, you know, go towards the upside, and Bitcoin looks kind of weak. So, you know, take that for whatever it's worth. Monday move, it's false move. This week will be green. Have a good day. Nami, what do you think about FOMC meeting, Nami? It's gonna be good or bad? I don't know. But I know that volatility will definitely kick in. So, and people are already preparing, you know, what they're gonna, you know, talk about when it comes to the FOMC meeting and stuff like that. So there are definitely some other channels that have more inside information about, you know, whether FOMC meeting is gonna be good or bad. FOMC meeting is gonna be good. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, forecast right now is 4.5. That means 50% up, 0.5% up. And they are expecting also inflation to go from 6.3 down to 6.2 or 6.1 core inflation. So I remember, like, there were several months ago, core inflation, you know, the numbers were looking good, but core inflation went up, and everybody, you know, Bitcoin dumped down. So we wanted that core inflation also to go down. So if core inflation does go down, and you know, interest rate hike is only 0.5%, we might see dump on dollar, we might see pump on stock markets, and Bitcoin might actually pump. So there is that. Hopefully that plays out. But, you know, we gotta wait. Right now it's still, you know, consolidating, moving a little bit down, a little bit up. It is out of the channel, so there is that. It is definitely out of the channel, so there is that. But, you know, this daily 20 moving average right now it's holding over here. So you can see up here also we got a, you know, support down there. There's actually support up here. So this is right now the first level of support on the daily time frame, around what's that, 16.8 or something like that, 16.85, give or take. That's the first level of support. We close below that on the daily time frame. I will assume we're gonna go all the way down to 16.2 or so, you know, 15.8 on the downside. But volatility, guys, it's gonna hit in a couple of days. Anyways, that's it for me for the day. I hope you're having a nice day. It's Monday, you know, so, you know, spend the week well. And I'm gonna see you later. How do you like the snow on the screen, guys? See you around. By the way, we can check out how gold is doing over here. A long time since we checked the gold. Yeah, gold is hitting this resistance up here at the top on the weekly time frame. Let's see monthly time frame. Yeah, monthly time frame is also hitting the resistance right now, and this is the, you know, hug dump pattern up here happening right now. So I'm still thinking gold needs to go down, and that's because of this pattern, right? Although we are breaking this on the monthly time frame on silver up here, we are still not, you know, we're still in a downtrend. So we did, you know, have a nice bounce up here. So silver is coming up to the resistance, gold is coming up to the resistance, you know. Stock markets are coming up to the resistance. Oil is crashing down. Let's see up here. Yeah, oil had some kind of, you know, falling wedge up here, bounced up. Right now going back down to that those levels. So oil looks like there's some kind of bottom over here. Let me check it again. Oil looks like it's hitting this 200 moving average on the monthly time frame. So you know, oil is definitely, you know, but oil can go a lot above and a lot below the 200 moving average on the monthly time frame. So let's check out the 6 months on oil. Yeah, 6 months seems more reasonable. 3 months, let's see 3 months. Yeah, 200 moving average. So 3 months, you can see up here 3 months oil chart. You can see the 200 moving average, how nicely it held. This looks just like Bitcoin, guys. This looks just like Bitcoin. You know, oil can go all the way down to 10 bucks again. This looks just like Bitcoin. Had a big rally from, you know, 4 bucks all the way to, you know, 50 bucks. 10 plus X in span of, you know, 20 years. And right now going down. Had a nice pump up here, create this nice wick up here. So I'm guessing this is gonna go down to 10 bucks. So oil is also gonna go down. It just takes time, guys. It just takes time. Everything just takes time. I'll see you later, guys. Check DXY 6 months and 1 year. DXY 6. Let's clean up everything up here for us. Up here. 6 months. Yeah, but 18. Oh, it's only 18 days left on the 6-month chart. This looks very bad. This looks, you know, this is a shooting star doji. Is this a shooting star doji? Nah, shooting star is something like this. This is a gravestone doji at the top over here, but it is a reversal pattern. So, you know, 18 days left. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out. This actually looks good. 1 year, 12 months. 12 months, 18 days left. But 12 months, there is no divergence on the 12-month chart. There is no divergence on the 12-month chart, unfortunately. Not only that, on the daily time frame, we also see that the DXY is crossing the 0 line up here. Let's see 6 months. 6 months crossed it up here. Yeah, this looks like it wants to, you know, continue up here. It might pull down a little bit, but, you know, overall it wants to continue up. Okay, guys, that's it for me. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you around. Have a nice day. Enjoy the Monday. You know, oftentimes people are, oh, I don't like Mondays. I gotta go to work and stuff like that. I like Mondays. You know, finally something is happening. I don't like weekends. Nothing is happening on the weekends. You know, we old people, we like Mondays. That's it, guys. I see you around. Hope you enjoyed the day. I said like I see you around like 5 times. Bye bye.